Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing great. My name is Patel and I welcome all of you to our new video of the data management in Dynamics 365 CRM series. Today in this video, we'll be talking about the data import wizard and the data maps, right? So let me just click on data import wizard for now. So now here, as you can see, I have the list of all the imports which I have performed into this system. And let me tell you that what is the use case of the data import wizard. So basically with the help of the data import, you can import a very large number of records for a particular entity in your system. So let's say you have an Excel file, and in that Excel file, you have the list of all the account names and their email addresses and all other fields like city, address, all that stuff. And now you want to create the records of all those entries into your CRM, right? So in such scenarios, you do not have to go manually and you have to create all the records into your CRM. You can directly import those records with the help of the data import feature, and within a few minutes, all the data will be inside your CRM in the form of the records, right? So this is something which you can do with the help of the data import wizard. And that's the exact same thing which we are going to do today as well. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to click on import data. And now as you can see, here I can choose the file, right? I can choose XML file, XLXX file, CSV, TXT, zip file, or Excel file, whatever we have. So you can just directly choose the file from here and then you can import the data. But before that, let me just show you one thing, that if you have an Excel file and if you want to import the Excel file, you can just go and directly click on import from Excel, and then you can import the Excel data here. In my scenario, what I have done is that I have already one Excel file. In that Excel file, I have some dummy data which I want to store in this particular entity, which is event emails, right? So I want to store those data into this particular view, and I will be having the list of records here. So what you have to do first is that you have to export this layout. That is the first step which you have to do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on these three dots and I'll click on export to Excel, right? So these are the steps which you need to follow. And now as you can see, this is downloaded. Let me just open it up. Great. So it will open that file for me, and now as you can see, it has opened the format file for me. And here, as you can see, I have the full name and the email address, because what it has done is that it has downloaded the layout of this particular view for me, right? Which has full name and email address as the two columns. And if I just go and select also here, I'll be able to see that it is showing the type as text, and for the email address also it is showing the type as text. Now what I'm going to do here is that I'm just going to copy this dummy data which I have in my other Excel file. So let me just open this and let me just copy all this data of full name. So there are around 25 records. Let's copy them up. I'll go back in my other Excel file. I'll paste the data here. In the similar way, I want the email addresses as well. So I'm just going to copy the email address as well. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to copy the email address as well, and let's just paste it down here like this. Okay. So now I'm going to click on save, and this file is saved for me now. And now what I'm going to do here is that I'll go and click on these three dots, and then I'll click on import from Excel. So let's click on import from Excel. And here, as you can see, I can select that Excel file. So let's click on choose file. And I will select this Excel file. Okay. Now let's click on next. Now here you can enable the option of allow duplicates. So if you enable it as yes, in that scenario it will also allow the record which are duplicate, right? But in my scenario I'll keep it off. And now here you can see this option of review mapping. I'm going to click on that. Now the moment I check the mapping, as you can see here, that it is showing me the mapping which is created automatically here. So our source fields are email address and full name, which were there in our Excel file, right? So in the Excel file, if you check, we had the full name and email address. And what it has done is that it has automatically mapped those fields with our email address on the entity and the full name. So if you want to change this mapping, you can definitely do that. You can just go and select some other field. But in our scenario, the mapping is correct. So I'm going to keep it like that only, right? And here, as you can see, I can name this data map. So here comes the concept of data map. So if I go to the settings and let me just click on data maps, you'll be able to see the list of existing data maps here, right? All right, so right now I can see this active data maps. What I'm going to do in my scenario is that so right now, as you can see, we can just name this particular data map. So let me tell you that what is the use case of the data map. With the help of the data map, you do not have to do this mapping by yourself each and every time, right? And why is it useful? So let's say you frequently import the contact records, or let's say the account records, or let's say the account of some other entity into your system. And now each and every time you use the same Excel file, but with different data, right? It means that the mapping is similar. All the fields which needs to mapped are similar, and the only thing which you change is that you change the data every time, right? So whenever you have this type of requirement where you have to frequently import the data into your system, in such scenario you would not like to configure the mapping each and every time. Instead, you would just create a data map which will help you to select it directly from this drop down. So if I'll just click here, I'll be able to see the list of all the available data maps here, and I can just select any data map based upon the mapping I have defined into it, and it will show that mapping here right now. So right now I have created this mapping, and I want to rename this data map as something like this. Let me just rename it event emails data map. So this is the name of my entity, and this is the data map which I have defined here. So it will save this data map, and now let me just click on finish import. All right, so as you can see, the data has been submitted for import. I can just click on track progress in order to see the progress. So let's check that. It will take me to that record. So here, as you can see, this is the record which is importing the data into our event emails entity. Let me just open it up. Right now, the status region is parsing. It means it is trying to import the data into our system. As you can see the status, and it is also showing me other information such as when it has been created, what is the name of the file, what is the type of the record, and it is also showing me the map here, right? And here you can see this is the total number of records which it is showing me, and right now the success is 0. So let's click on refresh. All right, so right now, as you can see, it is showing me that successfully 25 records have been submitted, and there is no failure. So that's why there is 0 for the partial failures and the failures. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm just going to go to my entity. Let me just click on done, and let me just click on refresh. So now, as you can see, all the 25 records have been submitted into the system. They are imported into the system, and we can see them here. And if I go to my data maps and let me just click on refresh, I'll be able to see this new data map as well, right? It is showing me event emails data map. So this is the data map which we have just created. So the next time when you want to again import the event emails records into your system, what you can do is that you can just directly go, you can click on import from Excel, and then you do not have to manually do the mapping. You can directly select the existing data map, and it will do the mapping automatically, right? So that is the use case of the data map. So I hope that you have understood that what is the use case of the data import wizard and the data maps in our data management in Dynamics 365 CRM. And if that is the case, then please make sure that you like this video, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.